Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome to this week's 601 check-in. I'm Reverend Kaylee Hargrove, and we'll just jump into some announcements. There's actually quite a few things this week over the next couple days. So tomorrow on Thursday, the 12th, is the Upgrade Thursday for the Disciples of Christ Georgia region, and that's gonna be that's an online conference. If you don't know what the Upgrade Thursdays are, it's kind of like a once a month like mini conference. It's about an hour long, but they're really cool and informative. I've been to a couple of them, so go ahead and check that out. Friday, the 13th, is the One Accord conference, and there's more information about that in the newsletter. Then Saturday is the music festival in Legacy Park. And yeah, so those are the three things coming up in the next couple days. Also, September 25th is going to be the what's it called? It's the artist market or stroll, which is going to take place all throughout downtown, but our church will also be involved and be a location for different things. And we're getting that worked out here, and so we'll have more information. That's, it's over a month away, so information will come, but it's not there quite yet. And yeah, those are all of the announcements. James will be back on Monday, so this is going to be actually the last weekend that James is on sabbatical. So it sounds like he has been able to take some time off and relax. It's kind of encouraging that I haven't honestly talked to him very much in the last month, and that's a good thing because that means he's relaxing and not worrying about the church, but also it means that he he doesn't have to check in on me. So I take that as a boost of confidence. Anyways, he'll be back next week. This is the last Sunday he's going to be gone, so we look forward to having him back because we've missed him. This Sunday, it's going to be our last Women of the Bible series that we've been doing throughout this summer. And so to end it, I'm going to be preaching on one of my favorite women, which is the Samaritan woman at the well. And you can read about that in John chapter 4. And I just wanted to share a little bit on her because honestly, there's just like so much there that I could talk about that I'm just not going to have time for it on Sunday. So I'm gonna share it here. So if you're watching this, you're getting a little extra bonus, kind of a history lesson, I guess, that you probably wouldn't have gotten on Sunday morning. Anyways, Jesus going to Samaria is kind of a big deal because Jews and Samaritans don't actually get along. But besides that, I don't think many times we talk about why the Samaritans were looking for a Messiah. We know that the Jews were, but a lot of the Jewish understanding of the Messiah came from the prophets. The Samaritans, on the other hand, they didn't have the prophets. They just had the Torah, or the first 5 books of the Old Testament. And that's all they had, but yet they were still wanting a Messiah. So why does it actually matter? Why did they care? So I did some research, and it's actually really interesting because they were still looking for a Messiah because of what is said about Moses in the book of Deuteronomy, that there is a prophet that is going to come that is like Moses. And so they were looking for a prophet that was going to come and restore their nation. And it's really interesting because John actually focuses a lot on who is the prophet, and probably more than any of the other gospels. And so whenever he shows up in Samaria, the Samaritan woman is not necessarily worrying about the fulfillment of this Davidic king, or a king that comes from the line of David, like some of the Jewish people would have. They were actually looking for the prophet that would come that was like Moses. And that's why whenever she interacts with him, she says, I see that you're a prophet. It's actually like a very, it's a very strong statement of faith in Jesus, because according to Samaritan understanding, there was only ever going to be one more prophet. So for her to say, I see that you're a prophet, is actually already admitting that she believes that he is the Messiah that has come. And then whenever she leaves and goes tell the other Samaritans, that's what she focuses on, is the fact that Jesus is this prophet. And I just find it really interesting that in the middle of this gospel about Jesus that's written from a Jewish person to Jewish people, picks up on Jewish philosophical language, because John uses, John's use of the Logos, it picks up on Philo's use of Logos. Like there's a line of philosophy within Judaism that John is using. But like right there at the beginning, like the beginning quarter of this book, there's this section of Jesus being the Messiah for somebody that they would have thought, for a group of people that they would have thought that they weren't fully part of God's kingdom. So it's really interesting that the way that John has put it in there. And it's interesting that Jesus fulfills that messianic understanding of a people group that don't have complete, full Jewish doctrine, teaching, theology. And yet Jesus still revealed himself to be the one that they were looking for. So that's the extra little history lesson that you get on this Wednesday. On Sunday, I'm not going to touch on all of that quite as much, because I want to focus on the fact that the book of John focuses on who is able to testify about Jesus. And throughout John, there's only 4 people that are actually able to testify who Jesus is. The first one is John the Baptist. The second is Jesus. He testifies about himself. Although never explicitly, it states that God testifies about Jesus. But then that fourth one is the Samaritan woman. And I'm going to get into what does that mean, that this Samaritan woman is one of the 4 people that is allowed to testify about Jesus. Anyways, that is the 601 check-in. I see Tom, William, and Barbara checking in. It's good to see you. It's good to hear from you and have you checking in while we're doing this. And yeah, just hope everyone has a great week, and I look forward to seeing you all online on Sunday, since we're still online only. That's where I'll see you. Facebook on Sunday. Have a good week, everyone.